Before understanding about when police can't register FIR, we must understand about the Criminal Procedure Code. In the entire country of India, there are criminal laws which create punishment for criminal offences, and all the criminal offences are under different laws like Prevention of Corruption Act, Indian Penal Code, etc., and many other criminal laws. The procedure that is followed is through Criminal Procedure Code. It is an exhaustive code pertaining to how an offence has to be tried. So whenever somebody receives an information that an offence is committed, like police, for example, police is one of the authority, remember, for taking cognizance of the offences. So that procedure that has to be followed is exhaustively written in a code. Code means a collection of many laws is called a code. So that code is called the Criminal Procedure Code. Therefore, every offence, every criminal offence is tried through the Criminal Procedure Code only. That is, it clearly prescribes the procedure how to investigate. For example, if an offence that has to be taken into consideration by police, then how the investigation has to be done without violating the principles of natural justice, how it has to be taken to the court, how the report has to be filed, how the evidence has to be collected, and what court needs to be done, how the court must conduct the proceedings. Everything is written in detail in a book called Criminal Procedure Code, which I would say is the Bible, Quran or Bhagavad Gita of criminal procedure. So now, when police wants to register FIR, there should be the procedure to take it to the court. Now, simply registration of FIR and simply conducting the investigation and simply filing the charge sheet doesn't make any sense. After filing charge sheet, court should also have the power to try the offence that is created by the police. Now, section 195. There is one particular section called section 195 in Criminal Procedure Code which speaks about offences against government servants, court officers, and pertaining to documents, like forgery pertaining to documents. So what are the court offences? Giving false evidence in the court, etc. What are the offences against government? Like if you are trying to obstruct from performing the public duty, then it is an offence. You should not obstruct a public servant from performing his public duty. Or if you present any fraudulent documents in the court, then these offences must be tried through the procedure that is allowed only through the section 195. All these offences must pass through 195, section 195 of Criminal Procedure Code. So there is a bar under section 195. That is, if you obstruct any government officer or if you obstruct any court officer, then police can't register FIR because it barred from taking cognizance. It starts with an expression, no court shall take cognizance of the offences. It starts with this expression. So therefore, mere registration of an FIR by the police, unless and until it is sanctioned by the law, will not make any purpose. It will be quashed by the court, High Court. To understand this, I will give an example. If you want to take up a protest against government decision, do you need to take the permission of anybody? No. A group of people can protest. It is a fundamental right in democracy, because to question is a fundamental right. If you are not permitted to question in democracy, there is no point in thinking that we are in a democratic country. So if some people are trying to protest, now without obstructing anybody, that is the condition. You can protest, you can voice, you can ventilate your voice in a democratic world without disturbing the rights of others. Remember, there's a fundamental right guaranteed by the Constitution. But police may think that it may create a law and order problem. And what will police do? Immediately register an FIR. Now, that FIR will be quashed by High Court. Why? Because pertaining to protest, if somebody is trying to protest, there should be an order from the collector not to protest, or government. There should be a clear-cut order from the government not to take any sort of protest. Government should predict such kind of protest and pass an order through the collector, who is called the district magistrate, is almost the head of the district. And if that order gets violated only, police can file an FIR. That too upon complaint by the collector. Try to understand here. If you want to take up a protest without disturbing the rights of anybody, you can protest, provided there is no order from the government. If there is an order not to protest, then also you are protesting. Then police can register FIR only when the collector gives a complaint. Police can't sumo moto take up the complaint and register an FIR. The best example could be the Citizenship Amendment Act protests. A recent decision of Madras High Court, which is in the description box, kindly go through it, wherein police filed FIR against more than 100 people. Though there is an order, police sumo moto took up the cause of action and filed an FIR. Madras High Court quashed it on the condition that there was an order not to protest. But still, the complaint has to be given by the person who passed the order. Because the complaint was not given by the person who passed the order, the complaint of the police was quashed. Because police registered the complaint. Police gave a complaint and registered the FIR. Hope I am clear. So, the sum and the substance of this video is that whenever police wants to register an FIR, law should empower him. So, don't get scared whenever you come to know that FIR is registered against you. You have to just go through the sections, Google the sections, consult lawyer and try to understand the law. The power to police to register the FIR is not absolute. That is the sum and substance of this video. It has to be allowed by the Criminal Procedure Code, remember. And every section in the Indian Penal Code and any other criminal law in the country must pass through a procedure that is prescribed under Criminal Procedure Code. If the procedure prohibits, then FIR can't be filed. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, kindly comment. And if you like, then share and subscribe.